Okay, hi, hello, and I am translating from my Creative Adult Studio, and I'm going to record this video today about standard photo shoots. Okay, standard photo shoots. What people think about standard photo shoots, right? People think that they will arrive to the studio, right, and then can choose the packages, right? Adults can choose the packages, and usually standard photo shoots in any kind of a studio, right, happens in a certain way, right? And people get used to choose 5, 10, 15 pictures, right? That's what happening in any kind of a studio, you know. But you see, I have a different scenario. I am creating intimate content, okay, and I'm creating making love stories, okay, for couples. And of course, we hire models for singles, okay. When I am making love stories for couples, right? It's very hard to choose 1, 2, 3, or 5 images, okay. So that is why I believe, okay, that photo shoots, adult photo shoots and creative adult studios should have an event photo shoots packages, right? So you see, when I'm making any kind of fantasy, right? When people arrive, they would like to create. Okay, usually when people arrive to the studio, they have some ideas, okay, and or they would like photographer or videographer to create for them, okay, to do it for them. Okay. And what happens then? Okay, we go into creative process, right? And creative process usually takes time. Okay. So when we are in a freestyle creative process with adults, right? Making, shooting, okay, fantasies, erotic fantasies, we test things. Okay. We try different variations. Okay. We try different lightings. Okay. We try different posing. We try many things in adult studio, okay. And when people want to purchase 1, 3, or 5, or 10, or 15 pictures, right? So what happens usually in the studio, right? Photography is limiting you. In general, if the photographer is selling just few shots, he will not, or he or she will not shoot 500 images, right, to create the full-on energy flow. What I believe in erotic photo shoots, right? If you're shooting dressed erotica, right? Boudoir, semi-nude, nude, okay, explicit, right? Make love scenes, right? With a happy end come shots, right? It is very hard to accomplish this project in 5 pictures. Okay, it has to be like an event, right? And people always start very slow, people nervous, people very stiff, okay? They're shy and embarrassed, okay? So there is a barrier. Always there is a barrier between the person who is creating something sexy, okay, for the camera, and the person has in general, every person has a different time, okay, when they feel relaxed, okay. It just depends on the personality, okay. So usually very artistic artwork can be created straight away, right, with the models, if they are professional, right. It is very easy because you see, model know themselves, model know their body, models know how to express. Okay, model know how to pose, model know how to put sexual energy. With models, it's very easy. Unfortunately, I do not shoot models. Okay, my clients are people from the, regular people, standard people, right? Normal people, and usually they never had any kind of a photo shoot before. Okay, so what happens when people never tried any kind of undressing in front of the camera, right? Performing in front of the camera, seducing, touching themselves. What happens? It takes longer. Seriously, it takes longer. I have, and you see, erotic photography is that kind of a medium when people are looking for experience. Okay, people want to try new boundaries, like new things in general, push the boundaries, experiment, okay, test. with their body, okay, with their partner, right? Test with their fantasies. They would like to create and stay in the studio. Okay, it seriously, it is not about one, two, three, or five images. Okay, it's about the whole event. It's about the sexual energy. It's about the connection you with the partner. It's about the atmosphere. It's about how quickly you can switch on into your freestyle, open-minded and confident state during erotic photo shoot. Everyone is still stiff, okay, when they're starting out. No, seriously. People need to know this, because when you're creating erotic photo shoot and you want to book 3 or 5 images, the photographer will not stay with you for 5 hours, okay, testing. If you all what you want, you will get 15 minutes, half an hour maximum, okay? So what you can do in half an hour, if you're absolutely nervous, if you never done this before, if you never, been in the photo studio, okay? Everyone who is doing first time erotic photo shoot, they need to know that this is a bigger project for them. They are not models, okay? Seriously. They look at the Pinterest or they look at Google somewhere online, right? They bring a lot of great shots, okay? No, seriously. They choose a very good shots. But they far from that model who is in that shot. They're seriously far away. They do not have this body most of the time. They do not have this flexibility. They do not have this confidence. They haven't practiced. Most of the time, couples who come to have a make love scenes, okay, they think that they know everything because they practice in a bedroom. Okay? But in reality, they come and they want someone them to help them, push them, direct them the shoe, that it will look nice, that it will look sexy, dress them, put them, the lighting, put the settings, just explain them everything, how to do it professionally and classy. And that is why you need a photographer or videographer, because the things and the artwork that person will create, the couple will not be ever able to do it by themselves. They would not be able to shoot this movie that the videographer in the studio, in adult studio, will create for them. Okay, all they can do is the shoot from the tripod or whatever. It's not going to be the same, never. So when couple arrives to the photo studio, they need to understand that this is have to be a longer project. Okay, and people they say, oh, we want, like few pictures. Okay, and most of the time, okay, what they want is at the end of the long shoot, the sexiest one, the most relaxed one, the hottest one, the most nude one, okay, the most undressed one, the ones which are most of the time at the end happening, right? At the end of the long, practicing and being in the studio, warming up in the studio, it takes about 2 hours for people to put themselves into the zone and relax. Okay. So, when they say that we want like 3 or 5 images, right? For me personally, to make 3 images, it takes 3 minutes. So then I ask, can you come in 3 minutes? And then they were like, no, we need 1 hour or 2 hours, right? That's how it goes. So sexual or intimate connection, right, takes time to create in front of the camera, okay? Takes time to go into the zone, takes time to climb, okay, into that nine cloud, okay? It just takes time, okay? And what happens with pictures? Okay, what happens with pictures? Like I say, most of the time people start scared, nervous. They don't know where to put the hands, how to do, what to show. You're getting used to this, right? You're breaking into this new feel, a new zone, right? When couples are coming to have an erotic photo shoot, right? They're there to experiment. Okay, they're there to create new sensations for themselves. They're there to open new boundaries, like try new things, like seriously experiment, right? And even then, okay, I'm saying that for one person is really hard to look like a professional model and to strike the pose and just be confident and, feel themselves in front of the camera, and so on. It's not straightforward. Okay, someone needs to be there, guide you, show you, and lead you through the shoot. Okay, and it takes time. For majority of people who are not models and not experienced, it seriously takes time to get there. Okay, that's what I can say. And the most of people, they don't think about that. Okay, they just find a beautiful picture online and they say, okay, this is what I want, and then I want that one and that one and that one. They bring 20 or how to say 50 options. Okay, and to recreate those 20 or 15 options, even that takes time. And you know what, they never practice. Okay, they never practice. They come to the studio. It's like when you're going to driving, for example, test, right? When you never drive before, you would not expect that the first time you sit in your car or someone else's car, you will be great driver. And that is logical for the brain to understand. But when it comes to the photo shoot, somehow, okay, people think that the first time they will just smash it. And that's possible. I can tell you that's possible. But it has to be an experience. It has to be the state. It has to be the vibe. It has to be the flow. It has to be, okay, there. Right? When you are nervous, okay, when you're scared, okay, where is the confidence? Okay, people need to put you into that zone. Okay, and sexual energy, it's another thing. It's very important in erotic photo shoot. When you create erotic photo shoot, okay, that's what matters. When I look at the pictures, I decide this way: sexy or not sexy. That's it. Of course, I would look at the composition and lighting and stuff, but in post-production, you can just sort that out. It's not in any way a problem. Okay? The problem is when the picture is not sexy. Then what? How are you gonna come back and make it sexy? So that's the most important thing what I focus on when I create erotic photo shoot. Okay, I want every moment be really sexy for that person, so that he would see this is the state, this is the vibration, and you need to get into that mode. Seriously, and it takes time. And people, when they're doing this first time ever, for some it takes like a really long time. Okay, and for some it's much quicker, right? But that's depending on the person, right? So when they think, okay, 5 pictures or 10 pictures, one person can create 5 pictures in half an hour, okay, and the other person can make 5 pictures in 5 hours, but really hot, really standing out, really sexy. I'm not talking just snap situation, okay? And what is snap situation? When you go to the studio and you want to buy 1 or 2 or 3 pictures, there is a photographer there who would not create anything mind-blowing for you because you're buying 1 or 3 pictures, okay? They will give you, what they do usually, the standard things, right? So my studio, you see, I like to create, and I like to make non-standard things, right? And creative processes always takes time. And the time in the studio flies by very quickly, I can tell you. But usually it's between, 2-3 hours. It is enough time to make something really good. So when you include preparation, okay, when you will include some light testing and stuff, right, it's going to be half day of the shoot to create like a really outstanding content. And then what happens in a half day of the shoot? I create between 500 to 1,000 images. That's how many I create. I do not create 3 or 5 shots, because this is a process. And when that is process, you see, to get to the 5th floor, you need to actually climb to the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th. Yeah, you can't just skip those and get to the 5th one. Okay, you usually go gradually. So that's how, in an adult photo shoot in a creative mode, we raise our senses, okay, sensual, romantic, sexual, alluring, stimulating, yeah, slowly undressing, yeah, slowly creating, all the sexual atmosphere, environment, vibe, yeah, creating, making love scenes. Of course, people can just go undress and go straight away and have a hardcore, photo shoot or a video. They can. Okay, usually they are adult workers who do that. Okay, because they're professional. They're professional. They don't have these boundaries that the normal person who comes to the studio first time has to overcome. So that's why I'm making this video. When people are coming to have few pictures, they do not realize that there are a lot of levels that they have to cross till they will reach that point when they will be shooting great content. And it takes 1 hour or 2 hours for people to warm up. That's how it goes. Okay? That's how it goes. So I am saying, usually, for example, if the man would be shooting, they would like to have a portrait, then they would like to have a nude, okay, picture, then they would like to have an explicit erection shot, and then they would like to have a cum shot. 4 images, yeah, 4 images. So I can make 4 images in 3 minutes, right? But what kind of these images will be? If that person will be able to put himself into that state, okay, he will be able just come quickly, take his clothes and come? No. So that's a different kind of a strategy when you're shooting erotic photo shoot. Okay, you understand the human's body, you understand the psychology, you understand the factor, you're actually evaluating every person, individually, how long this person takes to warm up and go into that climax. And like I said, everyone is different. But most of the time, when people shooting first time, it takes time for them, and it's quite a long time. And they just need to accept it if they want a quality work. Okay, if they want something quick, that's possible. That's possible, but the energy will be different. You can absolutely undress and get some shots straight away naked. But are you comfortable? Are you absolutely confident in those 5 first minutes? Most of the time, not. People need time to get that confidence on board. People need time to feel that trust. People need time to get into that zone and into a sexy state. Sexuality and erotica is an energy, right? And when people arriving to the studio, most of them don't really have that energy with them. I'm serious here. People arriving on a very low sexual energy vibration. And that is why they are doing erotic photo shoot, to develop that feeling and to level up. Okay, just to go and put themselves into the places, into the situations, into that role play scenarios, fantasy scenarios, put on sexy outfit, use toys or other props, everything what they need to do to bring that level up of their sexuality. So they will feel, they will be experimental. Of course, everything, what you're doing first time is scary and nerve-wracking. There is nothing that you would do first time and you would not, worry. So majority of people who are doing a photo shoot, they're doing it first time ever situation. Okay. And I know that. And when I know that people are doing first time and then they say, okay, we will like 5 pictures. Okay. I know that it's going to be a long work, with these 5 pictures. And yes, I can deliver those 5 pictures, like I say, very quickly. But that's going to be just lighting and technical details. It's a totally different data to the artwork that I create. because you start creating artwork when person is comfortable, when he's there in that zone, you know. I need to put this phone somehow. I have 3 phones in here. Okay, so that's the problem, right? That's the problem. People do not understand. This is not a portrait shoot, okay? Even when people go to the studio create portrait shoot, they're really nervous and takes time. But portraits are snap, snap, they're easy, right? Left, smile, little bit of the body language and it's done. Okay, that's the portrait shoot. But when it comes to erotica, when it comes to undressing, when it comes to nudity, it is totally different. That's a different factor. There are a lot of triggers inside your body. There is a lot of insecurities that's stopping you from any kind of action, okay? And when people are undressing, they're revealing, all the imperfections. And taking all that into account makes that photo shoot complicated. Straight away. There has to be a person who absolutely understands what he's doing and how to lead to that shoot. And there are people, of course, in adult business, right? It's easy for them. But I don't speak about, adult business workers. They're a different category. I'm talking now about, regular people who are trying erotic photo shoot first time. Right? And everyone needs to understand. It's not even understand. There has to be some responsibility on the participant side, right? If you want to have a few pictures taken, people have to practice their sexual energy release, their posing, okay, their confidence. There is a lot of things to put in this photo shoot if you want something very quickly. But what happens is they come and they don't know. They don't know anything. How to control their body, how to pose their body, how to look, how to do the face, okay, where to put the hands. It's just like, it's just a mess. You just need 1 hour just to basically help them to understand, to be intact with their body. It's all over the place most of the time. And I realized that it's normal. But somehow they think that they will sit in this car, okay, where they're driving first time, and they just go. And there will be successful straight away, they get this license in one in one go. This is, not happening all the time like that. Okay. So making few pictures, okay, or buying few pictures in erotic studio, you will get a very, how to say, superficial service. You will not even get a chance to get into that, normal sexual state if you do not practice this at home. Right? I'm saying for people usually takes 300 shots, in, and then you can see that they relax. They understand what they're doing with their body. They understand, how to move, how to feel. I am starting to enjoy, the shoot as well. So everyone needs time when they're doing this first time ever, right? And that has to be explained, right? Because you see, this is not me who's making images. I am just taking pictures, right? But the person has to be performing properly and has to be in that state. And the pictures has to be sexy. Because if he feel awkward and nervous, right, and uncomfortable, and usually that people are feeling when they are taking their clothes off or doing something what they're not used to, or something naughty. Imagine sexual fantasies and stuff, right? It takes time to know, your photographer, right? It takes time to get used to the atmosphere and to the studio. Okay, it takes time to learn and understand what's happening in the studio, where are this lighting and what's going on. So every moment, step by step, you leading that person to great successful shots. I care just about the energy. So I have always a feeling, I have a feeling when the person is ready, It's just a click on the camera. It just, you can see on the pictures that now we are having this proper shoot. And before it was just all over the place. There was no energy. So it is natural that it takes time to create sexual energy. And it is natural that people are holding back, okay? And not showing it and not releasing it. That's how we get used to, okay? And so when I create erotic photo shoot, majority of them coming blocked. They don't know how to be sexy. Show me, show me, show me how to be sexy. Show me what to do. Tell me, okay? So how to say? There has to be an understanding about how it all works. Okay, not about taking few pictures or how to say, buying few pictures. The whole process takes time if you're creating a quality work. Okay, and by quality I mean I could do the quality straight away, okay, but they cannot deliver. They just not able to deliver. This is not me. I know that they're not ready. I can take pictures of them being naked, right? But if I feel that the person is nervous and, like it's they're not ready. The energy, the data in the photography will be different. Okay? When you're making art, it has to make you feel something. Okay? And when you feel that the person is, how to say, presenting some negative or worry or some kind of different energy, you can sense this, right? You can sense this, and then there will be a moment when it is enough of information in their body, they practice enough, they posed enough, they touch themselves enough during that photo shoot, they dress, they undress, they dress, they undress. There will be a point when they are already comfortable. There will be a point. It's just that point, it's different to every couple and every individual. But there is that point. And like I say, if the adult workers will arrive to the studio, this point is reachable much faster. Okay? Seriously, because they more get used to expose their body. It's their job. Okay? And normal people, normal public, they shy, they embarrassed, they scared, they have no confidence, okay, and they don't know, like absolutely confused what they're doing, how they're doing, what they should do, but still yet want to have 3 pictures and someone has to dedicate half of the day to put them into this position. Who is that person who has that much time? So when people know that they have no experience and they nervous about the thought, the whole idea that they gonna get undressed and something will happen to them, these people need to understand that they need a longer session. Just they need to book a longer session because they need more time. Not me, I don't need more time. They need more time. They need more time, delusional people, I can tell you. They just want, driving license in one go. It happens. Okay, it happens, but most of the time with the models. Most of the time with the models. And shooting models is really easy and great. But my purpose and my goal here in the creative studio introduce this fantasies and intimacy and new experiences to couples, and singles. That's how they evolve, That's how evolve. They will get that, confidence is sexy. Confidence is sexy. And when people are nervous and when people are shy, they don't have the confidence. Okay. They don't have the confidence. And that's what we're practicing. We're practicing body language, and we're practicing, different intimacy, fantasies, and different expressions. And when you're practicing and you're experimenting, you need to have lots of goes. Okay. So usually in 1 hour, I take between 100 to 300 shots when we are in a creative mode, right? When we have a plan. Okay, and when we are going somewhere, reaching some kind of a fantasies and ideas, and we're shooting certain things. In 1 hour, 300 shots. In 2 hours, I can make, I don't know, 700, even 1,000 shots, if that's a photography. Okay, if I'm doing something more and I'm shooting videos as well, that's a different result. But I'm saying, even to create great and sexy videos, right? People need to be in a sexy zone. If they are scared and nervous and their hands are shaking, and it's not sexy. They need time to go into that zone, and they need to practice this, closeness and touches and hugs and kisses and intimacy. And great for couples, it's very, how to say, it's very natural, this starting. Okay, but what I would notice with couples is that, you see, there are the couples who are doing very routine things. For example, if we're shooting 5 scenes, right? What they would do is they would shoot 5 scenes identically, to each of the series that we made. So there is no variety, there is no experimental mode. So that's where I interfere, and I say, okay, can we just try this, and can we just use that, and this, can we just mix it up so that the video will be interesting, or the photo gallery that they're making. Okay, that will be interesting to watch. From my side, I can just advise them what is best for them. Okay, how I would do it, right? I would show, right? And then when I'm in the studio, I can do a lot of lighting variations, a lot of different suggestions. Okay, but you see, none of the backgrounds, none of the lighting, okay, nothing will work if the people are not in a sexy zone. No, nothing, you know? And especially when they're nervous, they would not like those pictures. Okay? So photographer needs to lead them to that place and wait till that moment will click, and do experiments with them so that it will happen faster. Okay? What helps for couples is role play scenarios. Okay? Role play scenarios. Toys and props. That's what helps for couples. Okay? Yeah, and I love shooting couples. Okay? Because you see, they are supporting each other. Okay? They came together for the challenge, right? And they're supporting each other. Right? And that's what they're doing. They're looking for new experiences. Okay? New experiences to stimulate their relationship. Right? And that's great. But even couples need time, okay, to adjust, okay, need time to test things. Okay, and like I said, we're trying new things here in the studio. Okay. So let me just quickly finish this video, and I'll make a list, and I'll start another one because one camera is just not working here properly. Okay, so maybe I'll finish here. Thank you. Okay, and let me just quickly see. Saying, as always, someone saw me a few more times. Let me put my glasses. I don't see what you're reading. What I'm. Just a second. Where are my glasses? I don't know. Where did I put my glasses? Okay, let me just check this. Okay, what is saying? Can I ask a question? Yes, this is the time when you can ask the question. Can you make giantess content? Can you make giantess content? Can you tell me what is giantess content is? You know? Okay, let me just quickly, hello to everyone. Hello. Let me just quickly, how are you? Good afternoon. Making a video here. Okay, making a video here. Actually on 3 screens. Okay, thank you for roses. Thank you for roses. Okay, let me just quickly. Today is my birthday. That's the kiss you expected. Yeah, that's what I can do, right? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Someone is having a birthday very close to Christmas. Very nice. Okay, put it in the air. I'm putting you like to ride. I'm driving. So yeah, I like driving. I like driving very much actually. Hi, hello everyone. Hi, hello. I'm just answering quickly questions before I would go away. Okay, and just get some more questions. Okay, so hi, hello, very quickly. Hi, hello everyone. Hi. I'm just looking if there will be any questions. You can is when a man is tiny and the woman is a giant. You see, I can tell you this. I am in adult business more than 20 years. Okay. So I do not specify any fantasy at all. I think that I am an adult content creator and I can make any kind of fantasy. I don't really even care what kind. Can you imagine? Because I see it, in a different way. Okay. I look it through my spectrum. Okay. The way I see it. So it's very individual to any kind of couple or people. I see them and I have some visions, what I would like to create. Okay. And also it is important, people energy. Okay. People energy. It is very important. So what kind of a fantasy? It's not really important for me. It's just how you classify this in adult business. You classify it by complexity. Okay, it is too different. For example, when you're shooting a video, right? Some people do not understand, but very good that you ask this question because I would use it. When you're shooting a video, 1 hour of couple who is doing a romantic making love scene would be priced one price. And then imagine a solo guy who would like to stretch his anus for 1 hour. It's going to be priced differently. Okay? Just you understand. One video in adult content and other video is a different videos, different work, okay? Different intensity, okay, and different editing process, right? It's not the same price. So adult content is priced slightly differently, okay? But like I say, any kind of content has to have an energy. That's the whole point. That is why I'm not shooting adult workers very much, okay? Because of the energy lack, okay? I've done some shoots which are absolutely zero energy. I wasn't even interested for those 4 hours. After like maybe 20 minutes, I got bored already of this content which I'm shooting, okay? Just a different energy. I'm not interested in that. So I'm not getting excited or how to say, I don't see any visions there, okay? Right? But when you're shooting, you see with people who are not acting, not faking, okay, who are not models, they're real humans, they have real emotions, and of course they have real blocks. And they create this content and make an energy. And that's where is the base, okay? That's where the codes are, okay, for that. So that is important when you are a creator, right? The energy. And you see adult workers have a lot of consuming energy, consuming energy. So if I shoot, for example, just a couple who came to visit London and they just come to have a photo shoot, sexy photo shoot. It's for me energetically it's easy, and I am not getting tired. I'm not getting wiped out. Okay, when I have some kind of adult workers, consumers, I'm getting exhausted. You see, energy, it's very important for me personally, right? To work, depending on people, of course. So, coming back to your question, I don't care about the size. If she is skinny, if he is skinny, if he is giant, I don't really care, I don't really care. I don't even divide this. You see, people are very much putting attention into how they look, They all eventually die. Some of them sooner, some of them, seriously, very quickly. We hear a dust. We will stay a little bit and then we go. The problem with others who do not know anything about the creative process, they will die. Right? People who are going into creative mode and self-development, self-understanding, they go into art, they're interested in this type of energy. These souls will transition and how to say, and go to other dimensions. That's what will happen. Okay, so that's why we're all different, And that's why not everyone understands any creative vibes, right? Who is the creator? How we were created? We were created through the sexual energy. That's the channel how we entered this planet. Okay? This is the only way how we can be born, through a sexual energy. And that's what I'm working on and experimenting with people. And actually, like I said, I'm raising their sexual channel energy. Okay? In my belief, okay, this is the only way how to leave this planet. Okay, but at the moment, you see, we are so blocked and so suppressed from this information that no one is practicing enough. And most of us, while they're getting old, they're just leaving this topic, you know? Okay, so let me you are so fine. Hello to people. Hello, and what can I say? I have so many things that I should cover. Okay, and I can launch a little bit later if I'll just go into my question mode, or you can give me more questions. I like your watch. My watch? You mean this watch? How did you see my watch? You see what else you see then? Okay, thank you. People, men can see my watch. Okay, great. Okay, you are so beautiful. I love your accent. My accent comes from Lithuania. Okay, that's where it's from. Okay, so that is what I talk about. So let me just quickly introduce myself. Right, I am working in London here, and I have a creative studio for adults, right, where adults can experiment with their sexuality, okay, create amazing content, right, where they dress first and then they undress with their body. Okay, and that's where we create erotic fantasies, okay? And probably the most popular and the most, how to say, challenging event what I have here in my studio is photo shoot with hot and sexy models. Okay, that's what I've started. That's what I'm practicing. It's very popular, right? And what I mean is by threesomes, okay, and cuckold fantasy. Okay, and why I'm practicing these scenarios is for one reason, right? Not only that people would like to have fun, okay, but most of the time, always, there is relationship in trouble if they need a third person. And I am allowing here to practice this and go through this experience, okay, without any guilt, or how to say, this information inside them that someone is cheating or so. This is their agreement, and they're going through this experience, and then they're dealing with their relationship. There is a need. I have this service on my website, and people, when they go through, they straight away see it, and they want to have a photo shoot with a hot and sexy model. And that is the couple when their sexual energy in the relationship changes, right? And there is someone else there to stimulate them. So that's what that's what I've created. Not only that erotic photo shoots, right, without no limits. You know what that means? Erotic photo shoots, no limits. Julia can pull off some stuff here in my studio. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's very cool. Do you let people to join as guests to ask questions? You're already asking me questions, okay? What do you mean to join as guests? You mean my life, probably, right? I've never tried this before. I think the person has to be competent or agree with me in advance, okay? I mean, I can answer any question right now, okay? But, and I can answer it in exprompt, like straight away without any kind of thinking. I'm very straightforward, yeah, and I'm very honest about my answers, but I've never tried before. I am just very recently started doing lives, okay? I am sure that in a very, near future, I would probably have, okay? I would probably have people who will be talking to me, but not at the moment, no. Haven't tried, okay? I haven't tried. Are you saying that you would like to join me in my discussion? Probably you do, right? You have many questions. Okay, so what this video was about? Let me just sum this up. I'll post here. So this video was about couples and singles who would like to create erotic photo shoots on my studio, okay? And they think that 3 or 5 images, that's what they need, okay, to create this content. And yes, there are a lot of studios who would shoot you 3 or 5 images, okay? You just come, undress, they light you up. Okay, this is straightforward. It's like suiting a suit. Okay, your body is a suit which you are wearing. Okay, but there is another mechanism as a soul energy inside your suit that you are wearing. Okay, and people usually think that they come to take a picture of this suit. They stand straight, one lighting, then right, left, the suit taking situation. And I don't want any suits here in my studio. I can do this, right? But I do not see any point, because if you're coming to create art, and that's art, if you're making it with the artist, right, you need to put some effort. There has to be responsibility on the participant side. I've already mentioned, okay? People who come to create art, it is okay not to have an experience. It is okay that they're doing this first time ever, okay? They're coming here and I can teach them, show them, explain them. They can test with me and experiment, okay? But when people go into this process, they need to understand that there's going to be more than 3 pictures, okay? No, seriously, there will be more than 3 pictures or 5 pictures taken. I believe if you want to take one picture, you need at least 50 to 100 shots. But you're getting a good one. No, seriously. And yes, I can take good ones of that suit, okay, which they are wearing, in 3 or 5 minutes. Okay, you just test the lighting, you prepare the lighting, you put the people. This is standard studio. But that's not what I'm talking about. When people are creating their own art, they have to be in that certain state, vibration, sexually. The energy has to be charged in their body and has to be on point. Okay, and that's what I'm saying, is that you going on the journey, right? First, normally People are nervous, shy, feeling discomfort, when they undressing, it is normal, okay, to be this way. It is normal, right? You go to see the doctor, even the doctor, you are kind of funny a little bit, right? Imagine you need to open your legs and create a sexy shot. Yeah, your body should be intact, your face should be intact, okay, and your energy should be on point so that I could see it and you would not see me as well, okay? And all these combine make that great sex art, right? So normal person who never done a photo shoot before, he needs time, okay? He just needs time. People, when they want to, to get a service and they say, okay, we want like few pictures, few pictures, then they are shooting that bodysuit, okay? Bodysuit. It is very rarely that I see that people are coming pumped up with that sexual energy and we create the first 5 minutes greatest sexual content, unless they are models. Okay, simple as that, right? Unless they are models. Okay. So I will be nervous. Yes, and you're not the one who will be nervous. Yeah. It's good that you're admitting it. I would love to join. You would love to join couples. That's what you mean. What you would like to join. Who you would like to join. Tell me. Okay, because you see, there are a lot of people who are writing me because they know that I'm creating this kind of content. There is a service like watchers. There are couples who would like to be watched. Okay? And I mean, you see, when I am shooting erotic photos, sexy, making love scene scenarios on camera and on film, I am doing it with the eyes open, not closed. Okay? So I am automatically watching it. I have to watch what I'm taking, Join the live. Ah, join the live. You mean this live? Imagine now again, imagine, and I'm talking now about couples. Now I'm quickly jumping to another scenario. Yes, couples booking erotic photo shoot with the models, but they do not take professionals, but they say we would find our model. Okay, so what would happen in this scenario? The couple will be nervous and the model will be nervous. Okay, so imagine two ends. I'm shooting these and they all nervous, right? That is why I recommend models who are professional, okay, who shot this type of events and being in the photo shoot in the studio, the professional model will arrive and they will rock. Okay, you will feel comfortable straight away, you will feel relaxed straight away, they will be how to say, dominant, there will be a different experience instead of hiring some model and that model is also scared. So I have a scared couple and then they trying to do something with the scared model. That's kind of a situation. So when you join live, you don't have to be scared then. Practice. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I mean, join the live now so I can ask questions better. Oh, let me do this way. Okay, write your questions to my messenger. Okay, and I have a look at your questions first. Okay, and then we will make an agreement with you. If I like your questions, okay, I might let you to join me. You see how it works? Okay, if not, I will be answering other people's questions because I have plenty. I just not prepared now. Okay, and I have few more things to say. Okay, so let me just go now and I will come back like in 15 minutes. Oh my god, it's 10 o'clock. I'm not gonna come back. I'm not gonna come back. It's already been too long. Okay, let me finish this recording. Thank you so much for watching.